Today we're playing with Breach. This is the list I have registered. We have 0 Urza's Sagas in the deck. And we're just comboing, I guess. We're not making any constructs, so we'll see how it goes. I guess I don't know, should I? I think against this individual typically plays grindy games. I kinda do. Let's keep. But hopefully I'll just draw a fetch land turn 1. Oh, opponent starting with a similarly broken opening. Rumble. Am I interested in Rumble? My next turn is gonna be Tamiyo Emry skip land, so that seems maybe not great. On the other hand, Rumble is many more looks at Breach, which is what I will need. Making a land drop is kind of free though. Keep Mox Amber in hand in case of pest control, but I guess under T2 Mox Amber probably doesn't pest controls. Psychic Frog. I'm not cracking the bubble to cast both Tamiyo and Emry. Drawing a land is incredible. If I mill over my Survey land, it's gonna be a bit sad, but I did not. So now I guess I could have cracked the bubble, targeting south on my turn to actually scry, but I was planning to block with Tamiyo and use Into the Flood Maw if villain attacks with the frog. And pumps. I block. I discard Ovalchai Daredevil. Have I played that Asmo deck before? I have played a blue-black Asmo deck with Psychic Frog for one league right after MH3 has released. Briefly. Bubble I just crack, I guess, at this point. Że to granie bobli tylko w kółko. To jest modern, napierdalać Mishra z bobla za boblem. Kraknę, luknę, dobiorę. Nie, on chuj nie obchodzi co tam ci idzie, tylko daj dobrać. Mox Amber. No, this information is life-changing. Now that I know that my opponent draws a Mox Amber, I can play at my full capacity. I will attack with Tamiyo. Then I can replay Opal or Bobble. I want to draw Breach. If I draw Breach this turn, I can simply win, right? If I do this, I can just draw Breach. If I fail to draw Breach, I'll just get Bubble and play another Tamiyo plus this, and then we can get Rumble or stock up next turn back from my graveyard. Sounds good. Mox Opal. Is thing going to be useful? Not necessarily. Always yes, always yield. We'll cancel that if I begin comboing, but for the most part it's fine to do that. But I do not want to get interrupted by villains' shitty artifacts entering the battlefield. I guess the issue is that if I play the station, I can't keep my Tamiyo around because opponent is gonna kill my Tamiyo and attack my Tamiyo for 2. So I guess that is a hole in my plan. O kurwa. No to i tak by nic nie dało. Żaba w butach, nie? Let's block the frog. Perhaps. Well, let's bubble self. Breach. No i wiemy, jak się gra skończy. So let's block the frog. Villain can discard a card, and then hopefully the last card is not a spell snare. I can also kill my Emry with food tokens. Not interested, interestingly. Even drew a Swan Song to make sure that my opponent's one of main deck spell snare doesn't save them. And Canister wins. Czapku urodzony, bro, I went through 40 cards. 20 cards. I was bound to draw a Saga by now. This matchup looks like a Flame of Anor matchup. Also have Solgi the Lanterns, which seem useless. Nature's Claim, which hits their artifacts, but if it's a frog deck, it seems kinda weak to do that. Unless they have something that needs to be removed. Swan Song, not necessarily necessary. Dobrze grałeś. Dzięki, Saint Nutritious. I'll keep the one Swan Song for the lulz. If my opponent has any stack interaction, it's gonna be useful. So I'm going to replace 2 Preordains with 2 Flame of Anors to make my deck grindier and just resubmit. Is the Miku Swan Song available on MTGO? Probably not. They don't add the secret Lurker cards lately. Holy shit, it's actually a song and it actually involves swans. Don't be sad the song has ended, be happy you heard its final notes. The appropriate bird token. Oh no, I just got a DM message from Crown Ruti asking me to tweet about the Prelim not firing. But they already timed out and died. Could this deck play 2 ghosts as alternative win con if they extraction your station? Not joking. It could, but it just never actually happens or is needed, so... Yeah, you could do all of that in theory, it's just that it's better to combo than to mess around. Psychic Kairu. So my options are replay station from the graveyard, Ardosig, I kept my fetch to perhaps surveillance with it in the future, but your approach seems valid as well. Stock up, likely to find a bubble, maybe. Station. I can also station from hand, and then I can replay Opal. So I can station and stock up, or station and Rumble and Surveil. Is that any good? I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, 5 mana next turn, so I can stock up for Breach. RIP Hogak. I milled a Breach, so should have just drawn. Should have milled my opponent. Should have just drawn it, but how could I? How could I know, right? How could I knew? Dobra, mamy Breacha. Milled both Grapeshot and Oracle, so I'm slightly sweating. O kurwa, co ja zrobiłem? Przecież ja mogłem skombić tutaj. Ale ten deck jest pojebany. Że miałem te dwa wina tutaj. O kurwa. Bro, so I was so blinded I didn't even realize I could just fetch Steam Vents. I have 2 Steam Vents, so actually I could have just went for it. Well, I guess. No i dupa, no. My fault. Big blunder. Krondrut jest nie message. No ziomuś, już jesteś skreślony. No nie, no 2 Fotsizy to jest przesada już. But I guess it's an appropriate punishment for my misstep. Bo umi. Could just crack it instantly because of Flame of Anor, but if I draw a Flame of Anor, I'll be fine casting it still. And that's a Fotsies deck. They did spend 2 Fotsies already, so honestly, who knows? Hard decision to make. The bubble. No i mamy flamę. No co, no dobieram flamę, no. Kurwa, ale mnie tutaj wiebie ten ziomek, ja pierdolę, no. Co tu się wydarzyło w tej grze? No nie wiedziałem, że będzie mieć takie gówno w deku, to prawda, ale już się teraz popłaczę z tego, że deck jest słaby. Underworld Breach, jak się tak klika? Next turn, Soul Guide Lantern, exile my both win cons, and then I guess I can't win. Oj, Alt Penedes, Komarka powiat. Dziękuję za suberka, Jędrek. I got tilted and I can't beat Tormod Script exiling my win cons anyway, so let's let's go again. Into the Flood Maw maybe not even particularly great. On the play I could just have... Maybe I did Swan Song. Although one seems kind of neat to have. No, I say Fotsy's deck. Maybe I want Veil if it's a Fotsy's deck. I don't think so. There's probably not that much interaction in their deck. Maybe it's better than a bounce spell, but one bounce spell for safety seems okay. I'll fetch a Steam Vents. No, Breeding Pool. A Preordain. Top. Top. Not quite a turn to win, but close. We hit the breach from Fotsizer. Stock up so far. Kind of expensive. Couldn't play it in neither of my hands. Any reason to play the Moxen? Not really. Could scare my opponent. My second topped card, but it's whatever. Dawaj, Psychic Froga. Psychic Frog. Blue, black. No jest, że bulec, no. No masz, no co zrobić. Okay, any reason to play the fetch first? Not that I can think of. Can villain have anything? Surgical? O kurka. No dobra, but I have the Amber still. I'll fetch an island. Perhaps should have played around second. Very macabre by putting the first one on the stack and then untapping. Whatever. Cycling, alright. Any more free effects that interrupt my combo? Let's play Tamiyo so that my Mox stabs for mana. Scrap Flame of Anor for the lulz. So I guess to play around Very Macabre number 2 on win cons, if for some reason my opponent would have waited with that, I should start casting Rumble. Is that the case? Okay, seems like my opponent got convinced that by my combo movements that it was enough. But game 2 was a shame, just failing to execute a turn to win. Well earned victory, +1 bro. Blank, freelance. Good cantrips, but pretty passive against the Endrex deck. Let's keep. Breeding Pool, Preordain. Save bubble for the future. I think. What do you mean spell snare? Oh, Emry was a good draw. Kurva opt. Wow. I've been fooled. Nah, still looks like snare. Ty dobry, to jest jakaś UW kontrola. Terminus coming, holy shit. Guess I'm not casting this Tamiyo. I think I first cast my Survey land. Stock up on top. I'm not casting anything. What's easier to play? Spelunking Scapeshift or Station Termination? For me, it's Station Termination. Path to Exile, no kurwa hity, nie? Hit za hitem. Right, I kept the stock up, but what now, right? Terminus put Emry on top. Well, second from the top. I think I'll just play my monsters now that the Terminus has resolved. Attack with Tamiyo. I have Island and Commercial District in deck. How much mana do I need? Whoa, I'm Brzydki Island. Let's get a district. Island. No i co? Kurwa. I just throw it away and not make any more land drops. Land drops are pretty good against this villain stack. But like, do I pick it up with Rumble? But there's a good chance he's gonna counter Rumble. I don't know. Do I really want to draw the island? Like, I guess I don't really want to not to. Dobra, chuj z tą wyspą, no. Need more mana. Or rather, I want more mana. And this resolved, I guess I'm just casting the stock up. If it gets countered, that's fine. Like, if it trades for a counter spell, next turn I have 2 breaches. If I want to. Brain Surge, ale tutaj zasuwa chłop. Terminatora odkłada se na czuba, no. If I find Opal, I can just play Breach now. Next turn we go. We're taking a shot at it. No, wybieram any order, is good. One, two, three, four, five. The issue now is that I only have 5 mana. And there's no lands in my deck to draw. Well, there's a few lands, but fetches don't work. I don't know if 9 fetches are so broken, like if you run out of... No, there's a Boseiju, there is a Shifting Woodland, there is a Sing into Stupor, which actually is in my graveyard already, so... I do have lands, just unlikely to draw them because fetches don't work. So no Preordain. I can cast a turn. I draw 2 to get an extra mana. Amber plus legend, or just find a real land. Yeah. 2 breaches not good enough for me. Need 3 breaches. While opponent is brain surging once again, so maybe a bad decision. Also have a Swan Song in my deck, which is not in my graveyard, which could work. But a better time to cast breaches will come. Is Blight Control good of sudden? No, this is Yendrek. Wait, why not just try to combo? Next turn I'll try. Seems good to try in 1 turn, if possible, but... Yeah, Misty is just dead now. I mean, after those brain surges, I feel like playing 2 breaches is not particularly good actually anymore. Just playing 2 breaches. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Indeed, Gab, indeed. I am phenomenally self-milling. Next turn I will play Tamiyo and play 3 breaches. This turn I couldn't play 3 in a row. Not that it matters really, because he's gonna have 6 mana anyway, so he has 3 counters and that works. What I do want to draw is a woodland. Might also kill my Tamiyo now. In a matchup like this, I guess Saga would be really nice to prompt my opponent to act a little bit. With no Saga, I can't prompt them to act, so if my opponent literally just sits there, could have milled them for free. Maybe I should start actually doing that. It's kind of real. Yeah, probably fine. Mirem na pewno wygrasz, no. Zmiluj się, a nie posuj takie. Do I have enough red? I do. O kurka, z grubej rury zaczyna. Cryptic Commandos. Easy. I mean, playing the phone for 3 mana was kind of a... Gave it away a little bit. But... yeah, seems like we just won. Let's put Nature's Claim into my deck. What is this deck? It's blue-white control. I have 2 Veils and a Swan Song to protect my combo. Is it a Narset deck? Or something? Do I want Into the Flood Maw? Sort of. Do I want Flame of Anor to draw 2? Tefari. Do you think that's a reason to bring Unholy Heat? I don't. Let's keep 1 Into the Flood Maw in the deck just for You know, it still answers Stony. Flame of Anor is just mostly divination. Might actually just cut it. Unless a villain has some random Draniv Magistrates. Let's have this stuff and let's just trim Preordain, Opal. And maybe one monster. Right, so let's just cut Preordain and have interaction. It's a slow matchup, I don't need to Preordain. It's nice to have Woodland in opening hand against villain's deck. 2 Flame of Anor. Grapeshot is blank. Oh, let's keep. I won't be ignored. So I'll be fetching Commercial District. And I probably should fetch quickly to avoid milling lands. Building a lot of lands in play seems valuable in this matchup. I would also prefer not to deploy Woodland early, as we have seen a Field of Ruin in opponent's deck. And notably, I got unlucky enough to draw my island, so... Third Flame of Anor. I think the third one is a little bit of a... too much type situation. By fetch events, I do not inform my opponent about the fact that I don't have... that I have the basic drawn. It would be awkward if my opponent still Field of Ruin, so maybe it is actually better to play the Woodland and give up the dream. But I think I'll just fetch... well, Vents. And play my Rumble. My green gets hit, I no longer need green. If I get Counterspell, that's fine. If I don't get Counterspell, I have a Rumble. No wiadomo, że tam Spell Snare, ulubiona karta. Żeby się zmieściła w drugiej turze razem z Opcikiem. Rip and Piss. Okay. Not modern playable card, Rumble on the stack. It's actually quite playable, chat. I saved my bauble because I forgot to play it, but it's also to build my Storm for Grapeshot. Yes, yes. Rumble is actually quite good. Quite excellent in this deck, might I say. Oh, in fact, I'll place another one on the stack. Deploy station. We can Boseiju the rep in piece. EOT, don't give my opponent the extra mana. Spend the turn playing a grinding station, a useless thing to counter really, so... I can hear it when I look at this picture, chat. Brain Surge, an excellent draw spell. Villain draws 4, but then puts 2 back, so it's like they drew 2. It's like a better stock up. It's kind of true, it's a pretty similar effect, so it is funny that stock up shows up while Brain Surge doesn't, but I guess now Brain Surge does. O kurwa, Jace to Mind Sculptor wleciał. No siedzi. Look at the top card. Really? Sometimes Ryu chooses not to use Jace the Mind Sculptor ability. This deck just falls to Bowmasters, it seems. Opposing deck. Well, you just take 4 for your Brain Surge and then you resolve your Terminus. It's honestly not so bad, right? Like, let's say your opponent has 2 Swamps, end of turn you have a Brain Surge, end of turn you cast it. You put the Bowmaster into play, they add a creature, and then you just cast your Sweeper. It's not so bad. Wait, actually, I don't have a 0, but he just mindlessly fawned. 2 spells. 3, 4. Can kill Jace if I hit a 0 drop. Killing Jace seems worth. Okay, I guess not killing Jace. Can't cast my Grapeshot, unfortunately. One card left for villain, though. It's interesting that he blast last turn and not brainstormed. Dranicki, dobra. So I would like a wizard. Not wizards. Oh yeah, pierdolę, no i co? Seems like a draw 2 situation to me. Use Grapeshot to clear the Magistrate. Hopefully draw a spell that I can cast, of course. Not a guarantee, but... Do I have Breeding Pool still? I do, yeah. So let's fetch Breeding Pool for Giga deck thinning and... If I draw a Breach, I can maybe do something. Whoa, Island Cycling. I guess he had cards he didn't like on top. J0. So this is valuable to keep fetch against Jace's +2, but I doubt he's gonna be using it. I don't understand why he used it the first time. Really, but... Maybe he wanted to protect from some red removal. Alright, did you find any counters? No? Well, I found Breach. Actually, do I even grab Breach? Do I just copy it with the Woodland? Let's think. I mean, I'm guessing that if villain had Pawn of Negation, they would cast it on Rumble, but maybe not. Typically, Endrek fashion would be 2 thing. Oh no, I don't want to lose to Breach from this. Ah, not really. Not sure, let's copy. Copy and cast Breach. Yeah. I think that's the strat. Before White March. Well, I'm actually playing around White March right now. I think. Maybe I actually don't. Maybe now I can produce mana, right? I think I actually messed up doing that. I will need to sack my station. Fuck. Because I can Metalcraft. I have 6 cards. Ja pierdzielę, ale zjebałem. Boys. Mill until Opal. Sack station to itself. Have 10 cards in graveyard. No, I can't get mana. Well, whoops. Messed up, bros. Let's try again next turn. Oh no, my Woodland dies. Fuck me. Kurwa, ale to było fuszerka zrobiona tutaj. I couldn't afford to copy my breach. Ale combo, no niezłe było combo. But I guess Jędrek will easily lose this match 3-0. Right. I drew 2 perfect, so well. Let's see if it's good enough. Jay's brainstormed many times, so it could be not good enough. Right, can I cast a breach now? Guess I can cast Emry first. And then a villain tries to kill this with a spell, I can Swan Song and get back extra cards to keep replaying Amber. So, it's good. Chad, I played this horribly and looks like it's still good enough. Ale combo, nie? How terrible must this blue-eye deck be? I mean, I got so lucky drawing exactly Breach into Swan Song, because Breach into Veil of Summer wouldn't even work. And you know, after all, I just found the Breach the previous turn and just non-boat. Lucas is most likely on Energy. So against Energy, Ocelot Pride or Agavan, and I go Tapland. Probably Mulligan, right? I would keep this against Jędrek, but I don't even have a way to power up my Grapeshot. This looks better. Too bad I have to put back a card. Options are Station, Preordain. I don't really want to put back Station, I just want to combo off. Fetch? No. Probably just put back Preordain, right? I think it's close between Preordain and Fetch. But I'll put back Preordain. Fetch is like a Preordain when you fetch with your land, so I guess it's the same. You love the lore implications of Swan Song. Villain, I'm gonna cast my calamity level magic to twist the whole reality and destroy all that's precious to you. Like what, counterspell? I guess that's what counterspell does. Nope, but here is a pigeon. It's just a magic trick. Illusionist trick. It's a Krulix Kapelusha type situation. Go on from Renkaf. Favorite way to make eggs. If we're asking about how to eat, I just... jak się mówi na sadzone? Sadzone. Sunny side up. Sunny side up sounds like a very roundabout way to describe jajka sadzone. Why are they sadzone though? Jajka sadzone, no bo sadzasz na patelni i w sumie to sadzane by było, a nie sadzone. Crazy. Do I like living in Poland or would I consider moving? I like living in Poland. I think Poland is actually the best country ever right now, so like very little incentive. Where else would I live? Why? O kurwa, ragawanik. Modo decided for me and gave me a Preordain anyways. Best place to visit. People like Kraków and Wrocław or mountains. Should I block this Ragavan with my Emry? Should I fetch a breeding pool? I think so. I don't need red until I combo, so I can use Mox Opal to make red. If I let this Ragavan hit me and my opponent, for example, summons Flash, that's just no good. But let me consult with the chat. Ardosik, do we block or do we not block? Block. Alright. I think the threat of 3 mana Flash makes me want to block as well. Because what is my opponent going to play? What is their hand? It probably doesn't include a discharge because most of the combinations you just discharge Emry to attack. I let my opponent play Fables or whatnot. I take damage. Yeah, I'll just block. Now opponent is going to summon like an Ajani or some other crap like that. Hallowed Fontana, Guide of Souls. Ocelot Pride, z czegoś taki kurwa dumny. So if I draw a breach, I don't win, right? Regardless of whether I keep my bubble, but I guess bubble lets me use my opal to cast my Preordain. So I'll just fetch Island to have more life. I don't know if that's correct, but I will. DFT Island. No i jest bridge, no i co? Bubble bottom. Bridge top. Pass. Let's dodge Throbbing Charm. Need not to spend my Mishra's bubble to keep Metalcraft. Alright. Alright, mate. Mockingbird, chłop zagrał. A card that got power crept out of standard with no sets released in between. Shouldn't you top bubble, you could know their top card for free. Good catch. But I guess it's going to remain a mystery and I'll just... Jezus. Ale nasrało. I guess the card is gonna remain a mystery. Should we Soul Guide Flash? Swan Song protects from Throbbing Charm or Orim's Chant. It's honestly not the worst. Stock up will have to make way for Flame of Anor to answer potential Dran if Magistrat tests. Can trim one Opal. Probably are gonna add those. I don't know what to do with the bounce spell. Shimmy Wizard, add Flame of Anor. There is a strategy where you board out Tamiyo against energy because you say that you can't grind them out, but I think if you try you can. This hand has a turn 1 Surbi land, but it doesn't even care. I have to admit, chat, the Breach combo is quite powerful. Ja pierdolę, przecież to jest pogrzane to, co ja mam w tej ręku. Przecież to jest pojebane totalnie. Coś takiego można robić drugiemu człowiekowi. O Jezus. Dawaj Ajaniego. Okay, Stony a bit better than Ajani and makes my top a bit sad, but at least I block the Ocelot. Oh. Euphoria. Lands. Lands. Let's fetch a Surveil. No, żołdak to wygląda niedobrze. Stony to Ranger Captain seems hard to beat, I agree. I wish I had this hand on the play. It's gonna be a waste of my game free hand, it's gonna be bad. Flash, no nie. What if I draw claim now? This is not a claim, but it's kind of... It's not good to draw. I mean... So I guess the Ranger Captain finds... Okay, he's not even playing that. I guess he doesn't need to. If he has an interaction card. Because the cat tokens are gonna kill me. It's interesting that he doesn't want to play the Ranger Captain. Probably has Orim's Chant. Doesn't want to run into a fire spot. A sequel to a cult classic Everhood came out today. To jest ta Plastuś gra? Czy to było Neverhood? Plastuś to Neverhood, okay. That would be weird. That game, like, it would be so weird if it just suddenly got a sequel. In 2025. Alright, so Stony Silence defeated me. No, let's have 2 Into the Flood Maws. And let's maybe not have... Rumble is good. Preordain is good. So a fewer artifacts. Opal especially, yeah. Alright, let's go. It is a hand. I think I'll just play Tamiyo. Keep it for Storm. The Amber? No. There's nothing to like Storm. Doesn't matter. Hello, Picappa. Discharge, okay. So That's not gonna be nice if my opponent actually stonies. So maybe the Opal was a bad card to keep. Seems like he kept a one-lander with Stony. Perhaps. I don't actually care about God of Souls so much. I would prefer to play Emry. We have Into the Flood Maw in my graveyard, so if I find a fetch, we can even beat Stony quite easily. Geet. Can Surveil a Bobble? Awkward hand, but we still have Otawara to bounce Stony if it comes to that. Given that it seems like my opponent kept on the basis of that card. Why play Sync over Otawara? It's because Otawara costs 2 and Sync costs 3 right now. That's been my thought process. Kubeczku, radler ideolo, kurwa brother, ale combo. I'm waiting. Probably should surveil SORCERY speed if I find a Mishra's Bubble. I still want to play it. Z lodu herbatą. No place? That's crazy. I Hedge Maze. I want to crack my clue. No Rumble. I can just cast Preordain maybe. Yeah, we're giving opponents. Swan Song is literally gift a bird. Crazy. They have foreseen that mechanic. It's gonna be Thraben Charm. My Tamiyo. I like my Tamiyo. Gifting a living animal is very irresponsible. True. Very bad Christmas gift. You don't know what's gonna happen. Ale Flaggy. Still no Mishra's Bubble. But I think now I'll cast a Breach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Preordain. Found Rumble. Found Grinding Station. Play Grinding Station. Czemu nie Emry? Bo chciałem sobie dobrać kartę, bo karty w ręku są lepsze niż w grobie. I guess Emry was probably deterministic, really. Holy shit, the Tiger Mirror against Pepe Thames. Maybe the team has been assembled to create the game, Icy Wolf. That's why. Mill 2 stations. No nieźle. Should probably use the bubble. But I didn't have a end step stop, but I should have bobbled myself and then fetch a Survey land for maximum card selection. Except that maybe I don't care about selection, I just want to find an Opal to win this turn, or an Amber. I guess I do care about selection. Breach is easy mode after so many Amuletos. You could say that. But Amuletos is so easy mode, chat, as well. It's so good. Rumble. So I could simply... I mean, I don't really want Rumble, right? I want to draw a Mox. Solitude? Ooh, is it gonna be Solitude Ephemerate? That's rough. Playing real decks Pog. Nice, damn. So I did draw Mox Amber, yet it is useless now. It's not useless? Is it not useless? It looks pretty useless to me. Reach Amber Emry. I guess try to hit another one. Understandable. I guess they just play an overload of the Balamurk. Well, close to a win, I guess. Not guaranteed, but since I have 2 breaches, I guess I might as well. So, good point, chat. Once again, you have proven useful. Wrong order? No, not really. No, it's fine. It's the same. Well, I still need Opal, right? I was aware of, of that this entire time, chat, so don't you worry. Canista. So we're up against white-black. How does an average sideboard of white-black look like? Honestly, not very threatening, weirdly enough. Really, they don't have much. Just so weird. Don't even know if I want the Nature's Claims. Well, there's Relic as well. I'll cut Swan Song. One Emry, one Preordain, one Rumble, and let's go. Maybe one Tamiyo over one Emry, but I don't know. Why 0 Saga for science? Why 1 Saga or 1-2 Saga or why 3 Saga or why 4 Saga, right? They land up dice. Lamau. Probably going to mulligan this. Yeah, handless, okay. Put back a district. Excellent draw. Sure. Ale ekipa. Bottom. Probably bottom as well. Fetch Surveillant. Dranev Magister, okay. Would like a wizard. Is it any good to keep another one? Not really. Is Utrecht open deck list? I don't think so. That's a wizard. I think it's open deck list day 2 or something like that. Something silly. That's what I've been told. Oh, I guess they can adapt like this. Well, that's rough. Take 7. 8. We should experiment with main deck open, sideboard closed deck list. There was, at first, there was something like that. You were told, like when open deck lists were first introduced at the PT, you were told what cards your opponent has in their sideboard, but not how many. Because I have no win cons because Mr. Emperor exiles my extra one. Well, so I guess I literally can't win a game because both of my win cons get exiled. So you would just see a sideboard on a deck list, and I guess if it had 15 cards listed, you could guess that they have many copies of such a card, of a given card. Relik, dobra. Wygrałeś, ziomuś. Rumble is too good. I think creatures are actually pretty weak against this villain. I don't need 2 claims whatsoever. Just 1 claim will do. Creatures are a bit weak against the Solitude spam, but they're okay in general. Flashpout good? Probably, yeah. Probably should bring it in. Flashpout I can even save my Tamiyo from. Suitable bug? Hmm. Can mill myself with station to find breach for woodland. Bleh. Would really prefer not to draw it. Are we scared of anything? Running out station Opal Amber Grapeshot? No, that's one option. If I put both Grapeshot and Oracle in my graveyard, that's bad. Yeah, let's add it in my hand. I'm just kind of sad that I'm giving up a Just Step. But depending on my opponent's play, I can mill myself later. Try to look for a way to turn woodland. Well, a way to find to turn woodland into breach. A breach to find woodland into breach. To turn woodland into breach. Find breach to turn woodland. Yes. No dobra, jest tutaj tam Dranif. Well, I would grind the Amber, not Bubble. Going an extra card seems insane. Yeah, probably don't Surveil. Preordain. No dobra, I top. I will keep Oracle in hand. Safer. No Amulet tier 0 today. I'll play the challenge with Amulet later today. It's going to be broadcasted, yes. O kurwa, Ketramoza dorzucił. Is my opponent holding an ephemerate to protect Dranif Magistrate, therefore making it impossible for me to win almost? Could be. Melee Breach. Well, they have ephemerate and I guess they have ephemerate, right? I do let them draw an extra card. That way. But I need to just try to win. Dobra, masz. Relik. Srelik, kurwa, srelik, no, zasrany śmierdzielu. No, sapuję, już to widzę, jak to puje. Mhm. What's the point of not playing Saga? It's a colorless land that dies. It's nice in plenty of spots though. But it's also horrible in plenty of spots, so it's just a polarizing card. Game ephemerate away. What? Game ephemerate away. Well put. -1 Scion. Spawn. Yeah, but it's a strong grind tool when you can't combo. So as you have, you know, as you have determined yourself, it has upsides and downsides. So what's the point of not playing a card with upsides and downsides? It's probably to give up the upsides so that you do not suffer the downsides. Here, we figured it out, I guess. Fetch. Nothing. Alright, Emperor of Bones, really? Well, I have to guess that the likelihood of them holding an extra ephemerate is pretty high. Start milling yourself. No. But zesrywać yourself into Nachy. I don't think there is a point. So I will not. Had I boarded in Fire Spot, we would have an out. But I don't, so. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No niby żyje, no. O kurwa, swatchowałem się. Opponent has lethal. Damn. Alright, 3-1. I'll board Fire Spout against the Dranned Magistrate deck next time. And I would recommend you to do the same. Anyways, 3-1 is a respect.